Welcome back to another live stream here on the Co-opus channel. I know it has been a minute since I've been on here, but I'm back. Sorry, I am sharing this on Discord right now. There we go. One moment. And we are good. But we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Back to the live streams, doing it again. Trust me, everything is going to stay the same. We are going to be, from here on out, going to be every Wednesday doing my live streams. The reason why I haven't been doing them because I had vacation and work kind of all came up, and yeah, that's kind of a priority. But I was on vacation and dry week happened and everything. So I was like, you know what? Just not going to happen. Just had a lot going on. But now things are back to normal. Now I got a mustache and a mullet. So that's where we're at, guys. So once again, thanks for joining in. I know it takes a while for everyone to kind of join in and join the party and all that. I just shut my door to my room and it is starting to warm up in here for some reason. So I'm going to open up the window real quick, or the side door, mini door. It's like a adjacent doors to the patio doors. But open those up. All right, perfect. All right. I'm back. Here we go. Let's get this connected. It wouldn't connect earlier, but now it's, or it was connected earlier, but now it's not anymore. It says connected. Oh, now it's working. I literally go to double check it. Couldn't figure out why it's not working, but we're working. So, got my glass. Got my old Granddad 114. I filmed this video last week. Right now I'm filming content the week prior instead of 2 weeks prior. So I filmed next Wednesday's video the other day. And so it's all going to be 1 week prior, just so I can kind of don't have to worry about it. Trust me, it is a hard decision because I sometimes film on the weekend. I film on the weekends typically. So it's sometimes a hard decision to find out, oh, do I want this, that, just so I can plan things out, put things in the calendar. I got like 6 bottles already picked out. Unless something comes out that I get my hands on kind of early, I'll make that video, kind of bump everything down. But as of right now, I got a list. So, old Granddad 114. So, good cork pop. That's a bad cork, though. I'm going to tell you that. Honestly, let's say, who does not love old Granddad 114? It's fantastic. But look at the size of that cork. You wish your wife says that to you. But she doesn't. So you got to get old Granddad for her to say it about the cork. But yeah, no, this is just fantastic. I do like old Granddad 114 after it's been open for a while and get a little more oxidation. It allows it to mellow out a little bit. So it is still at that very beginning point of it. So this is my second bottle of old Granddad 114. When I get to about to do a video, I typically drink the last, if I have like a little bit left and I didn't make a video of it, like only like a few bottles I've done that so far. But the next one I gotta do is Four Roses. But I'm like, I got probably this much left of that Marshall amount of whiskey left in the bottle, and I need to finish that before I crack open a new one. And I like to give it at least like a month or so before I do a review on it after I've had it, just so I can kind of forget it and only go based on my tasting notes of what I had and what's coming out of that bottle, not what that bottle I originally had. And I know it's the same thing. However, giving tasting notes for a fresh cork pop versus a bottle that's been open for, I think I've had that bottle for like 2.5, 3 years now. So there's something in there. But yeah, old Granddad, it's fantastic. Yep, can't go wrong with that. filmed the video already for next week, just for the people that are here. It is the Kavalan Distillery Select. Mouth is very watery right now. But yeah, it's the Kavalan or Kavalan. I don't know exactly how everyone pronounces it, but it is the Distillery Select Kavalan. I think it's Kavalan. I heard like three. It's Kavalan, Kavalan, Kovalon, not Kovalon, Kovalon, or I can't remember how someone said. I met someone and they like put this weird pronunciation on it. I'm like, it's like you're trying too hard. It's a Taiwanese whiskey. It's not like some like French. They like I think they tried to do like a French like accent on it, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, no, fantastic for what it is. For the proof, like okay. Here's my 2 cents. If Heaven Hill released a higher proof Elijah Craig, like honestly, when I say higher proof Elijah Craig, the first thing that pops into my mind is Everyone's Bottled Bond, because that's just fantastic for 100 proof for like $18 for a 750. Oh, can't go wrong with it. Like that's just fantastic. Yeah, I'm just salivating from this stuff right now. Like that's how good this stuff is. But I really wish that like they came out like a bonded Elijah Craig over 100 proof, 110, 112, like consistent bottling that's out all the time, and says like a higher proof release. I don't even know what they would call it, but drop that 94, man. Bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. So fantastic, though. Let me tell you that. Fantastic. So what has everyone else got in their glass? I know, C. Jackson, you got some work tonight, or so you're kind of busy. I understand. I think you dropped this comment off earlier today. I didn't look at it, but just saw it now. But thank you for dropping the note. Hopefully, be able to join you next time, because I'll be here next Wednesday. As long as things work out. Family had COVID last week, which is kind of why I got back from vacation. I didn't really want to film. Wasn't in the mood to film a video. I just got back from vacation. I was going to film a video when I was on vacation. However, I didn't. However, vacation's over. Some family members got COVID. Dealt with that. I just wasn't in the mood to film a video. And then I ended up filming one this past weekend for... actually, no, I filmed it, I think, on last Wednesday. So a week ago, I filmed this video. I wasn't in the mood to, like I came home on Sunday, had to run around like a chicken on Monday and Tuesday from when I got back on vacation, had to catch up on some stuff. Just didn't feel like doing video content. But vacation's over. Dry week is over. We're on to the new day, right? But enjoying some old granddad. So, I got like a bacon like barbecue note off that one. Yeah. Kind of get it shaken up. So my hand, it's like hurts. I hurt something in it. I went shooting, shot like probably just under 500 rounds, like 450 within like a 2-hour period. And it wrecked my wrist. Like, I don't know. I can't get a good grip on certain things. But yeah, I really want this bottle to start oxidizing, mellow out, do its thing, get mellow in, get to where I like it. Because Elijah Craig, I do like it from a cork pop. However, I feel like it's better when you get to like that 3/4 mark. You only drink it the first quarter. You got that 3/4 left. You let it sit for like a month and a half. Is kind of like where it kind of gets to the point where I'm like, right there, perfect. Anything before that, it's just kind of like it's good, but it really, really develops into what I enjoy after it's been open for a while. So most of the time when I do open up a new bottle, what I do is I take the bottle that I'm about to finish. I just finished one the other day, so I have another one in the other room. It's not there where I put it. It's probably in my other room. It's in my storage. What I do is I crack open that one, put a little oxygen, blow into it, all that. I think it does something. But I pour like 1/8 or like a little bit more than 1/8 into the one that's on this shelf, so I can get that bottle going, so it's ready to go and gets that oxidation, gets all that, mellows out, does its thing before I put it onto my shelf, so it's ready to go. Because I know I love it after it's sat open for like a month or two. And I think that ball has been like a month, almost like 2 months now since I did that routine. And last night I was like, oh, I just killed this, and then I poured it. I'm like, oh, this is a lot. Looked a lot less in the bottle than what that I got in my glass. Oh, look who it is! It's Cheech. Welcome, sir. Pleasure to have you back. How you been? I know I haven't been on YouTube in a hot minute. Vacation, family. Family got COVID. Just was doing my thing. Had work, so wasn't able to do the live streams. However, we are back, and we're here to stay. I know I need to pour some scotch today because today's national. For some reason, today's National Scotch Day, but I felt like a month and a half ago was National Scotch Day again. I don't know if someone made this up again, or was it Single Malt Day? I can't remember. Someone posted something. And then everyone was like, oh my God, it's so-and-so day. And I'm like, cool. Let's pour some. I think it was Single Malt Day or something like that. However, today's National Scotch Day, which I'm not complaining about. But I'm like, I thought we just had this. Didn't we? I don't know. Oh well. Just trying to figure out what do I need to pour though. I don't know. I need to. Like I had Ardbeg yesterday. Fantastic though. Yeah, I'm gonna open up my door and turn on the house fan because it is kind of toasting here because I turned off the air and it is starting to warm up in here. Where did I put my controller? All right, here. I got this. One moment. Turn on the house fan. Turn on the house fan. And we are back. Sorry, my switch on my house fan wouldn't turn on, so it wasn't responding. I'm like, great. Now I got to deal with that when I get done with this, which is not that bad. All right, oh yeah, now it's starting to cool down. Yeah, what scotch am I gonna pour tonight? I feel like I want to pour Balvenie because I haven't had it in a minute. Even though I just bought some. And honestly, I have a lot of Balvenie bottles that are just not open. Yeah, I need to open them. I know that. However, I'll get to them. I'm planning an event with one of them. I'm going to be having a private whiskey dining experience. I'm still working on that. It's going to have a private chef, very high age statement bottles. The requirements to show up is you're going to have to bring a bottle that's a minimum of 25 to 30 years. I haven't really decided on the age statement requirement for the bottle to bring. And then it's going to be like a 200 like charge to kind of come, because I am going to have a private chef and I want to have a very, very nice meal. It's going to, I'm still looking for a chef to do it. I'm looking for a guy that really knows and has a passion for whiskey and scotch, just whiskey in general. Like, they don't have to have like a big passion in scotch, but has a big passion in whiskey and can basically make a meal for like a multi-course meal, have it out here on my balcony, or my pet, balcony. It's not a small balcony, it's a big balcony. But it's like a patio balcony, but on the second floor. I would really like to have like a really cool experience. Have someone that really knows their stuff and is passionate about food and private chef, and have them come out, cook a fantastic meal, have a great experience. Like a very small event, like it's only gonna have 6, maybe 8 at the most people at it. So it's gonna be super, super, super private and small. It's not gonna be like this big thing where there's gonna be like 20, 30, 40, 50 people at this thing. And now it's gonna be a small, small event. So yeah, I haven't really decided anything on that yet, but it's just something I'm working on, and I've been searching for a chef on that. What's up, dork? Stop jacking your jaw and drink. I know, I know. I'm just talking about an event I'm working on. You may not want to come to it because it's gonna be a Scotch event. I'm sure gonna host a bourbon one here too, and I'll fly you out for that. What should I pour? I need to pour a Scotch, so I'm gonna do Balvenie. I was talking about Balvenie. I haven't had Balvenie in a while, so I'm gonna have some Balvenie. Oh, I just like pop my shoulders. Let's go for the basic 12-year double wood. Should I pour another one? None of them's open besides the peat week, or the wheat of peak. Of peat. So we're going to go this one. Don't like open it right now. That a boy. That 114 is great. No, it is fantastic, man. I don't know about you. I prefer Old Grandad after the bottle's been opened and has a good amount is out of it. Let it sit for about 2 months. I think it sat for like 4 months, and that's when it really, really opened up. It was fantastic. For the cork pop, it's still great, but I feel once it mellows out and kind of gets toned down a little bit, that's where it's at. But gonna pour some Balvenie 12-year. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to kill this bottle just yet. So this is the special 25-year anniversary, which I think was for whiskey.com or something like that. I can't remember what it was for. It was a special bottle for them, or bottling or label for them. I'm gonna put this over here because so you guys know what I'm drinking. Yeah, I love Balvenie. I have a lot of Balvenie, even though I only have 2 bottles open here. Even though I go for the set or the Caribbean cask, which is fantastic. Got it up there. Got that 14-year. It's just, I heard there's another Caribbean cask that's like a higher. It's like an 18 or something like that. Fantastic. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't do anything crazy. Sure. What? My view, like I literally looked up now. It says 0. Where does everyone go? Did everyone like dip out or something? Don't got time for that. Where's this at? Did my stream like drop out? So all of a sudden it says like nothing's working. Oh well. We're back. Did everything like disconnect? Here, I want to check it on my phone. I don't know. Oh well. maybe all 6 of the people that were here decided all to leave at the same time. It is kind of toasty, but it's cooled down since I've turned on the fan. Balvenie. This is. I need to open up some more bottles, but the problem is my Balvenis are quite expensive, and I just bought another one the other day when I came back from Canada. I bought the 12-year triple wood, triple cask. I got a bunch that I need to crack open. I know the 26-year, the Heart of Wood, or I can't remember which one. It was the bottle that that Travis has for me. Fantastic. Oh. That's just glorious. That's amazing. Yeah, that's fantastic. If you haven't had Balvenie, I highly recommend it. It's a nice, beautiful, delicate. Like if I was going to pour someone Scotch, and they knew that they liked the genre or the category of Scotch, and they weren't a peat person, and I just wanted to have something that I know they would enjoy, and it's going to be something crazy. It's going to be something very good that they will like. Like a very good thing to choose is Balvenie. It's at like some higher end restaurants. They typically always have it, or they typically have the 14-year Caribbean cask for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the distributors or whatnot pushing on them. However, like all the nicer like steakhouses, nicer restaurants always have Balvenie 14-year Caribbean cask for some reason. I don't know. But it just happens to be the one thing that they always have. Sometimes when you have the 12-year, then you just have the 14, which I'm not complaining about because I really enjoy it. My favorite one of my favorite steakhouses to go to in Vegas, which is at the M, because they give me free stuff all the time. They always have, it's at Anthony's at the M. They always have the 14-year double cask, or the 14-year Caribbean cask. Fantastic stuff. But going back to this Old Grandad. Woo! Fantastic. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about, guys, but we're already 24 minutes in and we're doing solid. I feel like I'm chewing things going. We're having a great time, right? Yeah, I feel like it. I'm having a great time. I'm drinking whiskey. But yeah, no, it's National Scotch Day. After this, I gotta do some dry firing. Gotta prepare. I got a competition tomorrow, or a practice shoot competition tomorrow. Gotta do some dry firing. Haven't done any today. Been busy running around, running for city council. If you didn't know, now you know. But it doesn't matter anyone because you don't live in my city. Oh well. Fantastic. Yeah, no, Balvenie. I'm going back and forth between the Old Grandad, and honestly, it's a very good matchup. Like this is 80, I believe. Oh no, this is 86. I thought it was a lot lower than that. Well, I am going from 114 to 86. But like the nose and everything, like it's a good comparison, a good like back to forth like battle. Like, but it's like they're not overpowering each other. They're kind of like a right mount of like, oh yeah, oh Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I was gonna have a margarita tonight for dinner. However, I didn't. But now we're here. Yeah. So next week's video is the Cavalan Distillery Select. Can't wait for that one. I really enjoyed that. I've had the soloists. The I think it was the port and the sherry ones. Fantastic. I don't own any of those bottles. I haven't. I've tried those ones that I really, really, really enjoyed. Fantastic. And I've been needing to buy some. I just haven't seen a port or the sherry. I think it was sherry. Or is it the PX cask? I think. I've seen one, but it was like $800. I think they're like $300. For some reason, the store had it for like $800. I'm like, yeah, no. But yeah. Yeah, no, that is just fantastic. That would be neat. If you haven't had it, if you're a bourbon guy, I think this is like a good like step into it. You need to find out what you like. But yeah, no, love it. Welcome back, sir. Lots of stuff to do. Are you like running around the garage doing a bunch of stuff, or are you in the house? What are you doing? And also, really enjoyed your video. You kind of got like that short content kind of like vibe, and I really, really like that. Kind of how like my stuff kind of is, where I'm like very, very short, straight to the point. And some guy told me, so I didn't made a video like a year and a half, like a year ago, talking about the difference between cognac and whiskey and how they're different, and literally said, "Oh, cognac is made with grapes. Whiskey is made with grain. Cognac is made in a specific region. Whiskey is made all over the world, and have there's like brandy and all that. All that." I was like, "Hey, very simple." The video was 2 minutes long, and the dude that says your video could have been 10 seconds. He said, "Oh wow, that's what way to break it down?" And I'm like, or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I try to make my content very short, straight to the point, and leave it there. No extra fluff. Not a 20-minute video talking about sherry bombs or whatever. I was just straight to the point, saying that's what I really wanted. And I was like, hey, I really wanted straight to the point video. And I said, "Oh yeah, make my video straight to the point." And he's like, "Oh, you're not straight to the point. I could have Googled that in 10 seconds, had the answer, and could have watched that video." And it was like, I'm like, really? I'm like, my video that's like a minute and like 84 seconds long is too long. That's why I made my content super short. So you click on it and you watch that minute, and you're not watching a 10-minute video trying to watch an explanation. I don't do this fancy graphics or anything. I sit down here and talk about it. Whatever. All right. So, what'd you say, Marshall? All right. I like to get your YouTube channel done. Doesn't say Marshall. When YouTube lets me do live streams, we need to tag team a stream. I am definitely down with that. We can stream it on both of our channels, or do it on one or the other. Have a little hangout. Recording videos tonight. I think I have like 5 done tonight, and I'm planning another 3 as soon as you are done. Dude, like what? Like, are you posting like every day or something? And are you gonna run out of bottles? You don't have that many bottles, do you? Like if you have my collection, yeah, you can have a video every day for the next year and a half. But if you need bottles, I can send you stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, man. Like how many videos you're posting like every other day, right? It's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something. Sorry, I see your videos go up and I watch them. I just haven't been like, oh, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever. I probably should. Oh God, I clicked the wrong button. Close out everything. Yes, I post every day. So are you doing like a tasting video every day, or your review day videos? I know you do reviews, right? Like I would call yours review. You kind of like say, oh, this is great, that's that. Tasting notes. I like the format. It's great. But every day. God, I know you did like the water video today. Are you like I'm trying to figure out, like, dude, you're going to run out of bottles. Or is this your excuse to tell the wife, oh, I need these bottles so I can make these videos? Dude, you cracked the code. Me, I'm like, I need more bottles to fill these shelves. These shelves are full. It's a problem. Only have 33 bottles at the moment, but there's content more than bottles. I have a huge list of stuff I'm working on. I know, like you do, like your water video, your type of rum, or you did your rum video the other day. The like the regions or whatever. Sorry, didn't retain any of it. But I know there's a lot, but I'm like, damn, dude, I have 360 or 350 something videos a year. And I'm starting to run out of content. That's why I went to every other week posting a Friday video. Honestly, because I don't want to just randomly talk about things. However, I had a lot of good feedback. I've had people message me on Instagram. I've had people that I have like 2 people message me on Instagram. A bunch of people commented on that video I posted about the San Francisco Whiskey Awards or Spirits Competition, talking about, thank you for saying that. People need to listen more. I'm like, yes, they do. Because people go out and think that this San Francisco Spirits Awards is like some gospel or something like that, like the whiskey Bible for some reason, which shouldn't be followed like a Bible. My 2 cents. They should make their own opinion. Find out what they like. Follow people that have the same palate as them. Don't watch them because they're funny, because their palate may be trash. Well, they may have a good palate. You may like the same stuff. However, they put on an act, and that's my 2 cents. But yeah, Slanta. And Marshall, we need to get you onto Instagram ASAP, because if you post your content right now, and you just start posting your stuff that you already got ready, and post it on Instagram, it'll do very, very, very well. I know it will. I'm like an old man in my body. I'm very anti technology. Sometimes I'm anti technology or anti social media at some points in my life. But yeah, I go on it and watch it, but I don't post about it. I don't do anything. I just stay in my lane, do my thing, and yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, like you do your general information reviews and explanation, yeah, subcategory stuff. Yeah, no, I really like your content. I watch it all. I just click it on because I can literally watch it in like 50 seconds, and I'm like, thank you, Marshall. It's great. I have a passion, and people want to know more, and nobody I know loves rum more than me, and that's going to be the bulk of the content here. Yeah. Is your 33 bottles like rum included, or is that just your whiskey? So I know you're doing like the rum tasting videos, which are pretty cool. Not a big rum guy. I probably should. Got that doodly, that bird, whatever it was, 12-year. I think I sent you a photo of that. My mom's making vanilla bean extract from that right now. It's full of like fancy vanilla beans and stuff like that. Pretty cool. What do you think about the mustache? You'll see it in like a week. Is it next week? I think, yeah. Not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend following. Yep. Oh, someone's posting about t-shirts and hats right now for a whiskey group. And they tagged me in it saying, oh my God, I should do something for you. And I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. All right. So I have 33 balls overall category. Oh, okay. All right. I'm slacking. No, you probably do it the right way. Because I make bad decisions quite often. Nah, I don't make too bad of decisions. I just make decisions that I should be like, should that go in my retirement, 401k, my portfolio, my crypto, or whatnot? And I'm like, whiskey. I think it's everyone. But yeah, no, I got bottles here that are done a lot better than my portfolio has the past 3 months. Yeah. But also, if apocalypse happens, I got the whiskey. People are going to want the whiskey. Think about that, Marshall. You know, what are people going to want when something happens? They want their alcohol. Going to want their cigarettes. Going to want their drugs. I kind of put those all in 3 categories, but everyone wants their comfort. You want their toilet paper. They're going to want their food. And they're going to want their addictions. What is their addictions of? Cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. Kind of lump those all in the same, but those are the big ones. Like, you should go buy cartons of cigarettes. Those are bargaining tools. Think about that. Gas, everything. I honestly do not own any cigarettes because I think they go bad after a while. I don't know. I probably should look into that. Buy cartons of cigarettes. Because I don't smoke. I don't know. I just feel like that'd be good. All right. So, Matt, we're at 37 minutes already. Wow. Yeah. Marshall, you want to talk about anything? I don't know. I think I run out of ideas. Kind of interact, do our thing, talk here. But yeah, man. Like, what are you? What videos have you worked on? One of the bottles of rum is a explanation of how it's made, a review, a cocktail it goes best in, and how it goes and impact. Oh, dude, you can literally do a whole entire week of content on one video. You cracked the code, sir. Crack the code. Now that's great. If I was like a big, I'm not a big mixed drink guy. I only do my whiskey neat. So, not really my cup of tea. But yeah, no, I feel like imagine if the Whiskey Tribe or Whiskey Vaults change their content into they're pumping out videos right now. They're making their content. They're pumping it out. Imagine if they made, here's a whiskey. I made a cocktail with it. Talked about it. Explained it very, very well. I feel like that'd be fantastic. Drop a stream link. Let's talk about it. Oh, definitely. Let's invite. Copy clipboard. I am going to send this directly to you over Discord. Does that work for you? Do you have Chrome on your laptop or a computer? I think you can do it on your phone. Not sure. Let's send that to you. That should work. Get that popped up. If you pop in here, I never had anyone invited on here, so it may take me a moment. We only got about 40 minutes. Actually, here, let me go grab some headphones real quick because I do have the volume turned off on my computer. So let me go grab those real quick. All right. I'm back, Marshall. I know. Hold on. Give me just a second. I got my headphones so I can hear you properly. All right. Hopefully they can. Oh, you're up. Hold on. One moment.
Am I coming through pretty well?
Oh, I can hear you. Can anyone else hear you?
Hear you pretty well.
All right, that works. That's all that matters, right? Here, I'm gonna back that up. All right.
There you
You hear
go.
me good? What's going on, man? How you been?
You're doing all right, man. It's been busy. It's been hot as hell. I mean,
It's
we
been hot
haven't gone
here, but
down
it's
below
been
100 degrees in 2 weeks.
80. I think I'm gonna cancel my trip there next week.
It's hot, man. It's real hot out here.
What's
Yeah.
the humidity of that though?
Anywhere between 18 to 30%, give or take, when we have a little bit of humidity come up from the Gulf. So
That's
it's
not
low. I mean, it's a hot, dry, dead heat, but I mean, I've had worse.
Would you rather
Trust me.
have a dry heat or a humid heat?
Dry heat all day long, man. All day long.
Oh, I agree. Like I was where I was at I can't remember where I was at the other day. But I had the heat and it was dry and I'm like, "Oh man, like this isn't bad. It feels like 80." Like it's not bad at all.
And now
But yeah.
if it's dry outside, see the problem with me is a lot of the work I do tends to be outside. So it's just if you're not in the shade or if you're not bringing yourself some sort of coverage, oh dude, it is rough, man. You get a sunburn in minutes. Like I've been scorched this year. I'm 5'6", dude. I'm not joking. Like look at my arm, right? Watch. As soon as I pull that up, there's the white boy I normally am. It's rough
Got
this year,
blind me
man.
there.
It's the hottest years I can ever remember. Like it's been rough, but the nice part about it is I spent so much time inside, peeling out of work early and stuff to work on the YouTube channel that it's been like, oh, this is nice. The only downside is if I had to like triple the water intake because after about 3 ounces, I am shot for the night. It is rough, man. I've always heard like Fred Minnick and like Mash and Drum, people like that talk about how, when you're sipping something, like when you're judging or you're tasting, you want to just pour just tiny little increments, and honestly, you even want to dump it. That's not even a joke. I mean, that's not even like this is the hardest pour I've done in a while, man. Like this, I'm taking just insignificant tiny pours of everything these days. It's been crazy, and especially when you're talking about some of these things I have. I mean, I'm sitting on hazmat ryes and high proof rums and stuff everywhere. It's like a lot of the stuff I drink is not 40% ABV. So
Yeah. I know. I got 114 here and then Balvenie, which is 86. What's in your glass? I think.
So I've actually got an
random
Andalusia
person.
rum. Actually, a Texas-made rum from Andalusia Whiskey Company out here, not too far out here from Austin. So what they did is they used a sugarcane. They used a sugarcane juice that was actually from a plantation in just south of, I think, New Orleans, Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. So they imported their cane juice over here, fermented that here just outside of Austin, aged that inside of their ex-striker casks for 3 years. So you've got this crazy, like smoke. I can't even describe this accurately. I can't even make a video of it because the more I drink it, the more weird it tends to get.
Well, it's Striker, so it's got the influence of it.
That Striker's like heavily peated stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
and you I'm surprised you like it. Well, you do like some peat though.
I think the reason why I'm not like over the moon about it is because every now and then I'm just hit in the face with a whole lot of that just insanely dense smoke, and it just becomes a little too much sometimes.
There you go. Because random person did ask what you had in your glass. I have Old Grand 114 in one glass and Balvenie 12 double wood in the other one. Just so you got what do you got in your glass, sir? Let's see if he comments. Yeah, what some other rums that you've been twinkling over lately?
What was that, John? Sorry.
Oh, what rums have you been looking at lately, or which one you've been drinking lately?
Well, so I picked up a couple of a lot of the stuff I've got recently. I've actually got kind of queued up and waiting on YouTube. So I'm trying to drop one a day. I've got a really awesome Trinidad blend up here that was really good. I mean, I'm talking really, really good for the price. I've got some Bourbon Court out of Haiti rums that are in here that are pretty good. I bought that one recently, and then I've got
You said Trinidad, right?
up here. of some cask strength rums from Guyana, Fiji, Trinidad, and Panama. And then I've got my Black Tot set, which I've got to do some reviews on here pretty soon. And that is actually a whole professional sample set that was sent to us at the Austin Rum Society. And this stuff, I mean, some of this rum is like 80 years old. So it's got some incredibly cool stuff in it.
Wait, 80
But
years
it cost
old?
me an
Really?
arm and a leg.
Wow.
That's why I cherish it.
So, like an 80-year-old rum, is that so? Do they consolidate that in barrels? So, like Canadian whiskey, when the whiskey gets like to a certain age, it starts to go down in the barrel, and then they consolidate barrels into another. Do they do that with rum when it gets to that age, or no? Or does it just completely just go all the way down?
So
Or
let me tell you
they're
this.
they're retained really well.
So this was from a company called Black Tot. Black Tot sources from a much like a substantially larger company out of Amsterdam. And the really interesting part about what this company did for the longest time, for probably 150 years, the parent company from the people out in Amsterdam would actually buy rum all over the world and give it to the British Navy. British Navy had what's called a daily tot. They called it it's their daily pour of rum that they had. And it was kind of like one of their commission things that they had on the boat. So what ended up happening is back in the 1970s, they had something called Black Tot Day, where they actually, in a nutshell, what they did is Parliament stopped the daily rations of rum. But the problem was, the Navy had been buying rum for 150 to 170 years from all over the world, from Australia, Egypt, Japan, all the way down through the Himalayas, all over England, North Africa, South Africa, through the Caribbean, America, South America, Brazil. They had rum from all over the world. And what they would do is they would basically just take barrels of it and dump it into these 16,000 gallon vats. But you can imagine there's 16,000 gallon massive, massive drums. And then each ship, when they came, they would just take a little bit of it. So you had stuff that was dumped that was aged for 20 years. You had stuff that was new made. And what it was is, just imagine the world's greatest rum infinity bottles that ever existed. What they did is they basically had several of these 16,000 gallon vats that they would just kind of let blend. Well, whenever the British Navy said doing that, they just started bottling. They just took big ceramic containers, 1 imperial gallon at a time, which is actually 1.25 of our gallons makes up 1 imperial gallon for them. And they just kind of bottled those up in what's called flagons, big porcelain. That was really cool because they just had a warehouse. 16,000 gallons was just bottled and put in a warehouse. Well, now Black Tot owns those bottles, so they're taking distillates from Guyana, Barbados, Panama, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and then I think there was one other island as well. But they're taking rum from there and Australia. And there's actually a rum brand out of Egypt that they're taking as well. So taking all those different brands, mixing them into one big master distillate, and then dumping that rum that can potentially be 80 to 100 years old in it. So those things are crazy. So that's been kind of my thing.
It's kind of funny because knowing you and how you normally talk on Discord and everything, and then you're just so much passion about rum, and you're just like boom, here's all this information. I'm like I didn't even know any about that.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I wish I could go on YouTube and make the kind of content I want, but I'm gonna lose people that fast because the amount of information I know is far more than most. So it's one of the things where I'm like today, I was literally doing videos over spiced rum. I just have a bunch of different spiced rum and what is it? What do you use it for? Why is it even here? That's the kind of videos I'm making right now, covering what is cane juice versus what is molasses. Just I'm going through and doing small increments of videos and just knocking them out real quick, so that way I can get to the 15-20 minute explanation. So it'll be pretty cool when I get there.
Yeah. It's the one example I feel that you could do really well is if Phil Whiskey. Have you watched his content?
Yeah.
He does what he does is Scotch, and you can do with rum. He has a very good editing skills and camera work, which I think is why people watch his content. And it's he hasn't really had these small build-ups. He just made this really, really like bitchin' video, and people just went crazy over it. It just did very well. Like all his videos done very well, and I feel like you can do those videos like easily. Oh, you can talk for
I
hours.
will say one thing. Out of all the places I choose to put my video, they do worse on YouTube than they do anywhere else.
But most of your shorts, it's shorts on YouTube as well, right? I think they call it. Like I looked, the one today, it had 88 views already. I'm like, it's only been up for 3 hours.
I'm averaging, so within the first 2 days, I'm averaging 90 to 150, and then some of mine are getting up to that 300 or 400 views. Like when I post on some other platforms, like that same video that you see that has 80 to 90 here, I've got 14 to 1600 on other platforms. So I've got, and we're talking like I've got 90 likes, 1600 views on other platforms. So I'm not limiting myself just to one thing. And actually, while you were over there talking about it, I downloaded Instagram and I got a whole account set up while you were going. So
yes,
I'll have an Instagram link as well.
Yeah, no, because I feel your content, your short content on this not the stories, but the video side of Instagram, yours will do really well. If people just scroll through and like, oh, what does this guy got to say? And that's the great thing about your videos is you're in that under a minute content. Is all the platforms are under a minute, correct? Or is there some that kind of go a little longer? Or
I've got some that are 4 or 5. I've only got one edited video out right now, but I'm working on 2 more. I've got one live reaction video that's like a 4 minutes and 7 seconds. And then I've got, like I said, I've got 2 videos coming up just right at the 5 minute. I'm not going to let them go over 5 minutes. So I've got 2 of those coming up. And then I've got plans to do 3 or 4 other of those 5 minute ranges. What's weird is it takes a lot longer than 5 minutes to do a 5 minute video.
Yeah,
it's like,
unless you film it like I do, is I literally do it like I film it in 5 minutes. Hey, crack it open, taste. All right, cool. We're done in 5 minutes, which is kind of like. But then you spend an hour or 2 cutting it down, editing it, uploading it.
If you take a look at all my sub-minute content, you'll notice there's no editing on any of it. It's 1 minute straight undisturbed, and I've got to get the point across. And there are times where I will ramble on for 3 minutes and not even realize it, just because it just goes, you know.
Oh, you get on a roll, and it's just like you're just going.
So actually, what I've done is on some of these videos, like I did a video here on that Barrel Craft Spirits, that 14-year Hatchback rye. I actually have like a 6-minute section of video that I've just saved. And what I'm doing is I'm actually just taking sections of that out and putting it on another video that talks about whiskey. But because I did such a good job with just kind of word vomit on that, I can section that off. So I'm honestly taking all that, and then of course I'm saving a hell of a good blooper reel, buddy. I'll be in the middle of a word, and I'll just be like, yeah, and this is sure, yeah, that's what it is. We're just gonna go with that. And just wait till that blooper video comes out, dude. You're going to be rolling because I am laughing at myself. And if I can laugh at myself,
like that just came out of my mouth.
Everybody else will. But anyway, man. So what's today's National Scotch Day? Is that right? Or
yeah, it's International Scotch Day. So I had to pour some Balvenie. You don't have any Scotch, do you?
I don't have anything back here. No,
Man.
I have nothing Scotch.
Like you honestly, I feel like you need to kind of like dabble your foot a little more in there. Like you like the Freud, don't you?
No, not really. Not really. Now I tell you what, Balcones actually just put out a rum finished in the Freud cask because I got to try. So I've been working down there at Crowded Barrel over the last couple of days here, trying to get the rest of our plumbing system squared away, and I'll finish that out tomorrow. But Emma actually came down. Emma came down on Friday and brought she brought a bottle of Balcones rum that was finished in basically the first fill of the Freud cask. So I don't know how Balcones managed to get a hold of a. So apparently you
can buy those online.
And then it held a Freud, and then they got it back immediately. And dude, I'm telling you right now, I took one sip of that rum and I was like, oh damn, that's Lefroy. It's such a potent signature flavor. that I could pick it up even as a finish on a run that was incredible. But I'm like, this is, it may not be my thing, but I wholeheartedly understand why you guys like that.
Oh, it's like that the Eleanor that they finished in that the Isla barrel, which I think was a Freud or something like that. Like Travis still has that bottle of mine. He has a bunch of my stuff. Yeah. He has like 20, like he has like probably 15 bottles of mine that he needs to ship out.
Yeah.
But all good. But yeah, no man, your content's like just popping off, and it's like I see it and I'm like, dude, like this just needs to go on Instagram, and like you're posting on like I'm only on Instagram, I'm only on YouTube, and I'm only on Facebook and Discord, I guess. I don't know. And I don't interact on Facebook. I don't do anything really on YouTube unless I post something. And I've been on vacation traveling around, so I haven't been able to do much lately. So, but now I'm back. And then Instagram, it's literally you get a post maybe every couple months. But I need to start doing more. And I feel like my video, I think next week or my following week is me going to be going more seriously into my YouTube and whiskey journey, I guess, on content creation. Because honestly, I just, it's like, all I do for posting my content is literally I put it into Discord, and that's literally the only advertising I do. Like I don't post it on my personal, not my personal, but on my whiskey Instagram. I don't post anything on there. It's like, yeah, I don't do anything. All I have is people that I'm local with or people that have found me through my YouTube channel. That's about it. It's like, I feel like I'm going to take it seriously here pretty soon and like start pushing it.
Things I find really interesting about posting on a platform where I know nobody, where I know that nobody I know is on it. And then even with YouTube, like, yeah, I've got a couple of family members that have subscribed just because, oh, hey, he's doing something, let's support him, when they really watch none of my content at all. I get people, like, what is it, yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I had somebody comment on one of my videos, and I'm like, I have no idea who this guy is. I know, like Charles and all these other guys, the Whiskord and Whiskey Tribe. I know these guys, and I see them comment. But to have somebody just randomly comment struck me as just the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. I'm like, you don't know me. I don't know you. Why are you commenting on my stuff? Like, it's just the weirdest thing.
It's weird when they try to bash you, and you're like I was talking earlier about the dude that was talking about how my content's too long. I'm like, dude, the video is a minute and like 80 seconds long. I call that short content.
That's short, buddy. Like, one of the things I struggle with is actually trying to cut out things that I think need to be there, and they're not. So what I'm finding a lot of is I'll trim out a lot of the things that I've got going on, and then I'll actually speed the speech pattern up. So normally, like when I'm sitting here recording, I'm like, hey guys, you got to check this out. But when it actually comes through, it'll be like, hey guys, you need to check this out. It'll come out really quick because I have to speed the time up, because I can't do it in under a minute 8, minute 7, minute 6, minute 10. So I just shorten that down to 59.9 seconds. So if you see a lot of my content, it's 59.99 freaking seconds.
Yeah. I can see it good.
I honestly didn't think I was going to have this much fun doing it all. So pretty cool.
Like, I do it because I have the passion, and it lets me continue my passion and buy more whiskey. That's the reason why I don't do it. Like, I don't want to turn into bourbon junkies. I don't want to turn into like this big YouTuber. Like, no way. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that says, oh my God, this bottle's amazing, and then next week people are buying it for some stupid reason.
Which I tell you what, I actually do want, in a way, when I make content, I do want to kind of push people to that. And you'll see this coming up here soon. I'm actually probably going to push this video out tomorrow. I was over here working on my spiced rum video, right? And I've got Malibu Spice. I've got the Kenny Chesney Celebrity Blue Chair Bay Spice. I'm out of Kraken right now. I usually have some. And then I've got my high rum, which is actually what Private Barrel is sourcing for their rum in-house right now. And I literally just made a video saying, hey, look, this category gets shit on a lot. But you have to understand that if you actually have something that's not commercially available, this category can be absolutely amazing for a lot of things. So it's definitely going to be an interesting take when I do try to push people away from Kraken and Sailor Jerry and all these other crap things, and actually tell them go find something local, especially because if you're in the Northeast, oh dude, it's you got a plethora of different things to pick from. Down here in Texas, I've got no rum to pick from.
Isn't there some more by the coast or something? There's a few distilleries, right?
Well,
Like a
there's
very
always going to be more rum by the coast. There's no way. There's no doubt about that.
yeah.
But no, it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting when I'm actually actively starting to push people away from the large brands because the really good stuff is outside of the large brand. I can't really say that about bourbon though. Craft craft bourbon is real weird, really weird.
It's yeah. They I 100% agree with you on that. Like because sometimes you go to this craft stuff. Like there's some great people doing some craft stuff. However, there's some people that I'm like really you're making this stuff and you think you're going to be very like yeah they have their niche, but I'm like you're not gonna be the next Buffalo Trace by doing this. Like you need like the one of my favorite craft distilleries. I would like actually does everything themselves is Journeyman. If you haven't had it, it's fantastic stuff. They got bought by Sazerac like a year ago, so they are going to get bigger to be honest. But their quality of product and how they actually are craft and how everything is non-GMO, like anyone cares about that. It's all organic. It's kosher. It's actually really good stuff. But there's some other distilleries out there like there's certain places like hey there's Blinking Owl that's local to me. They make a good rye. That's it. Their bourbon sucks. I hate to say it like that, but their rye is actually really good. I need to get you a bottle of their rye. But it's like a $30-$40 bottle and it's fantastic. And they did single barrels and like those are even better. But the problem is they only do I think they only done like 2 or 3 single barrels before. I got to try one, but I never even seen one. So, but it's like there's some craft distillers out there. They shoot themselves in the foot. I feel like.
And I think a lot of it too is are you making craft for a local group for yourself? Are you making something for mass market? Like that's kind of the big thing. Like you can just like with the spice drum I was just working through on video ideas. It's something that's going to sell across the country, or do you want something that's going to sell for you and the people that like your stuff? So I mean, craft can turn big, but you kind of have to sell a little bit, or you just have to have something miraculous and amazing. Like Wilderness Trail Rye. That was craft for a long time and people didn't like it. That's the best damn rye on the shelf, man.
Dude,
Like
have
that
you had
rocket top out there out there in California by you, I guess. That one right there, that's a phenomenal rye. I love that. For $80, I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna pick it up.
Oh yeah.
That's considered still craft whiskey, which is kind of just wine. But I don't know, man.
Have you had Frey Ranch yet?
I've had 2 bottles of Frey Ranch so far.
Oh, have you tried a single barrel yet?
I haven't had a barrel. No.
Oh man, they are fantastic. They're mind blowing. Like
what I do have is a single barrel of Driftless Glen.
oh, there you go. My local store's got one. A rye. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
They're
all
fantastic.
That's another video idea that I did is I just walked through like small batch versus single barrel. You know, we all know this. You know, like me, you, I would assume most people and it would be in our live stream chat stuff, like they know this stuff pretty well. The vast majority of people who consume whiskey, the vast majority of whiskey buyers have no idea the difference between a single barrel and a small batch. And then even if they know small batch, they have no idea that it can be between 3 and 200 barrels for a small batch. Think of Elijah Craig, buddy. 200 barrels in their small batch.
Well, Elijah Craig goes up to like 1,200 barrels sometimes to get that right blend. It's like that ain't small batch. It's like, well, there's no legal definition, so they can do whatever they want.
That's the crazy part, right? And that's one of the things that I focus on my stuff too. Is I'm like, you know, there's no legal definition of this, but this is industry standard. Like you'll hear that often it's review channels are good, and don't get me wrong, I think they're definitely necessary. But like when you're reviewing like I said, we'll go right here, right? We'll go my signed bottle of 5 digits from Scottie Pippen, which I'm super excited to have. You know, this is a 5-year-old California whiskey, not made not too far outside of Sacramento, and this is technically a single barrel. All of their stuff they put out is technically speaking a single barrel.
Yeah.
It's impossible to really understand the grasp of a lot of this without giving the definition. So I can give you a review and I can say, oh man, this is definitely a good bourbon with that nice cherry and brown sugar. But like outside of that, you really don't know anything about it. Now I can also hand you I can give you something. I mean, I've got a plethora of different things that are blended and dosed and added to and all kinds of stuff. But you're not going to know quality unless you know what to look out for. And you're not going to know the significance behind a good single barrel unless you know what it's compared to. When that is typically going to be something like a Jack Daniel's or whatever the case, whatever that small batch bourbon or whiskey or hell, even most rum is batched like the same way. And what I'm really excited about now too, and I'm actually going to be on a rum pick here pretty soon. I'm going to do a whole video series about actually getting to pick out cask strength Demerara rums for the Austin Rum Society. So that's going to be a cool one. So I'm very excited to have that one coming in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I really appreciate you jumping on, man. Like, this is great, and you drop your knowledge, and it's great. We need to do this more often.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, to be honest, most nights I'm sitting right here working on something. I'm either doing research and making Excel spreadsheets and just keeping up with stuff.
It's like you found a new hobby.
A spreadsheet. No, here's the deal. You need a spreadsheet for your bottle count, okay?
I do.
To keep up with freaking video ideas.
I have a spreadsheet for my bottle. I literally updated the other day. I have 477 bottles right now.
God, but how many of those bottles are Elijah Craig?
There's like 100 and I think 140-ish or something like that. I literally have a shelf of like 50 here. I have another like probably 40 over there. There's like 30 over here. Yeah. It's never enough.
Good God, man. That's hysterical.
But this shelf all over here of like, there's like 40 something ish bottles on that shelf. Mm-hmm. They're all different single barrels.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I gave you one, so I know you got at least a few different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the one that I tried there, man, it was so like orange zest, orange forward. It was like sherbet ice cream, dude. I mean, that bottle was amazing.
Yeah, I haven't opened it up yet. I got so many of those over there. I just honestly, what I was gonna have, I was thinking about hosting like a whiskey hangout at my house and just cracking like 30 different bottles of Elijah Craig single barrels and just letting everyone just pour from it.
If it's the single barrel proofs, let's try to go with like 4 to 6, because if not, you're gonna have people dying of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, I have probably like 6 barrel proof picks right now, but those are just the small batch proof down. Single barrel. So yeah. And I'm like, I got tons of those. And I'm like, oh, so good. Oh man. And also my goal, like I'm still looking for where I'm collecting all the different warehouses, the different ricks. And I have some of them that are literally sequential serial numbers. So they literally sat in the rick house next to each other and 2 separate. So I want to be able to like, hey, let's compare these 2 barrels side by side that literally have consecutive serial numbers. Like how often do you really get to try a whiskey or two barrels of whiskey from like a major distillery side by side, 2 barrels, without going to the distillery itself and say, hey, I want to go to this rick house, this floor, and then try those barrels. Because when you go do like a pick at Heaven Hill, and when you go to the workhouse, they go roll out those barrels, they cherry pick them. No, like literally a consecutive serial numbers. I'm like, they must have been good because they cherry pick those barrels when they do the barrel program. So it's like
they go into some nice hot spot of the warehouse where they just roll up some barrels that aren't quite up to par. They just roll them in that hot spot, sit there for 6 months, and all of a sudden, boom, you got you a winner.
Yeah.
I'm
And it's like
excited
I
to see
have,
what that Fierce Whiskers place is going to have out in a few years.
dude. Oh yeah, no, they got their facilities just mind blowing.
So I've been ranting and raving about it down here. I've had like 5 or 6 people go over there, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This place is so cool." And I was like, "Did you get it? Did they send you? Did they like do a tour with you or anything?" He's like, "No, I just looked at the Rick House from the outside." And I'm like, "No, go in the Rick House,
Go in, yeah.
dude. That place is gonna be so cool." What is no water? Oh, I left my water bottle in the kitchen like a dummy.
It's all good. I got mine here, man. Got to have it in arm's reach, especially doing a stream.
Yeah, I've been kind of bouncing up and down, just trying to get some stuff squared away, and it takes a while, but
Oh yeah. Well, we did run over a little time a little bit though, but we just had a great conversation. We just kept going and going. But
it's fun, bud.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Do you want to talk for a little bit more afterwards, a little bit, or
Yeah, I'll jump
you
over
got stuff to do?
Discord and BS for a while if you want.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Perfect.
Once again, everyone, I would like to say thank you for joining in. And oh wait, my controller stops working. But may the best ever pass, may the worst be future. Cheers, guys. See you guys next time.